that the military government of Burkina Faso is the best, that Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore is doing good job. People are saying that that one is the best. I want to tell you, we in Kenya, we respect democracy.
Saying that Burkina Faso is doing good, but they are not doing good. Captain Ibrahim Traore is not doing good, according to the Prime Minister of Kenya. That was the Prime Minister of Kenya speaking. I'm going to show you the full video. I don't know why these people are so, like, they are obsessed with Captain Ibrahim Traore, those in the Sahel region. And they have some hatred, some jealousy towards those in the Sahel region. I'm going to show you the full video. And you hear what the Prime Minister of Kenya is talking about. It's not making sense, but yet he's trying to prove a point in the name of democracy. For them, democracy is everything. Even if you are sleeping outside, if you don't have food to eat, if you don't have clothes to wear, if you are living a life with no dignity, as long as you have democracy, because that is what the colonial criminals have put into their minds. But we are rejecting it today. I'm going to show you the full video. But before I do that, I would like to say thank you to those of you supporting our mission now, One Africa Mission, the #1 Africa Mission. We are on a mission, and our mission is all about the unification of our continent and our dignity as the African race. So please, if you appreciate what we are doing, don't forget to share what we are doing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Those of you who did that, we really appreciate it. Because let me tell you a short story before we start. Today we decided to pray for our leaders in the Sahel, those in the Sahel, because we have to protect those leaders. What they have started, if we can give, if they succeed, then the entire continent of Africa will succeed. And if they fail, then we will have another 2,000 years to remain in bondage. So we cannot afford to let them fail. So we call on all Africans, if you want a prosperous Africa, then pray for those in the Sahel. Support them physically, spiritually. So we decided to support them spiritually by praying for them. And just because of we did the prayers in our African way, go and watch, check the video out. We just pour libation purposely because of that. Some Africans decided to unfollow us. That is the dilemma of Africa. Purposely because we decide to pour libation, invoke the spirit of those who came before us to protect our leaders in the Sahel. Some Africans decided to unfollow us on Facebook. They decided to unfollow us on TikTok. They decided to unfollow us on YouTube. But it is what it is. So those of you who believe in what we are doing, we really say thank you. We appreciate everything. Don't stop. Very much for coming on. Please, let's go and watch the video of the Kenyan Prime Minister. Come back and analyze it.
How the president have said that we want Kenya that everyone is in. We want to build a country that everyone is inclusive. We want a country of unity. We don't want chaos. The president has do away with the chaos in many parts of the country. And the other sides, people are saying that Burkina Faso is doing well, that the military government of Burkina Faso is the best, that Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore is doing good job. People are saying that that one is the best. I want to tell you, we in Kenya, we respect democracy. And the military people of Kenya know their job. We want to do per the constitution. Our leaders must be chosen in democracy way.
Yes, so that is the Prime Minister of Kenya talking about democracy. The people of Kenya shouldn't trust those in the Sahel, because for them, that is for those in the Sahel is military regime. So the people of Kenya shouldn't trust them. The people of Kenya should hold on to democracy, even though what Captain Traore have done for 2 years, just 2 years, if democracy have provided us that, since we've been practicing democracy for the last whatever years, we don't know, if democratic leaders have provided us that, we wouldn't be running to the Middle East in search of a better life. And there in the Middle East, they don't have democracy. After, Mr. Prime Minister, after you finish this, your speech, you're going to go and advise Kenyan youth to go to the Middle East, to travel out of Kenya to look for jobs. And that countries that they will go, those countries, they don't even, some of them don't even practice the so-called democracy that you are practicing in Kenya, where that democracy cannot provide your people jobs. After you give this speech, you're gonna go to China to go and borrow money. China, they don't practice democracy. How about that? This is shared double standard hypocrisy. You people, in the name of this so-called democracy, our people doesn't have clean water to drink. That is now a priority for you. Democracy, democracy, democracy. Let me show you this video that this lady is telling you that democracy, that your so-called democracy is an illusion. Let's watch it.
There is no democratic president in the world. I say truly. Who is the democratic president? Trump? Obama? Who is here in Britain? We should be clear. Democracy is an illusion. We cannot have democracy in a capitalist, imperialist, patriarchal system, religious system.
Why not?
Because this is, they want money. Because if you remove religion and capitalism and imperialism, then you will have socialism. And then no government will be there, you know. They are afraid of the real power of the people. You cannot have democracy, because what is democracy? Democracy is real freedom.
But if you believe that none of these democracies are democracies, why do the people live with it?
Because people are oppressed. People are not organized. We are prevented from organizing. That's the key point. When I was an individual writer, even if I become famous and star, they allow me, but not to organize. The minute I started to organize women and men, I became a danger. You are not organized here. The people here are not organized.
But nobody is stopping organization here.
But they stop it.
No government is going to come and lock you up or kill you in Britain, are they?
But in a subtle way. I know the American way.
Yes, so that is it. The so-called democracy is nothing but an illusion. Everybody has a way of governance. So you cannot allow somebody to force something on you. You cannot allow the Western world, purposely because they colonize you, they must force their way of life on you. The democracy that you are claiming that we should practice is only benefiting few of you. Those of you, the so-called ruling class. You are the only people that this democracy is favoring. If Traore is doing in the Sahel, you are telling us it's not good, then that is what we want, because he's providing them what they need, the basic necessity that they need to have a dignified life. Hospitals, he's doing it, providing them tractors for the people to farm. But in your case, they are rather taking what you have. Look at the last time you coming to pass bill, and the American Senate.
Honorable members, allow me to recognize a delegation from the United States Congress. Honorable members, I wish to introduce to you a delegation from the United States Congress from the House Democracy Partnership Program, who are seated in the Speaker's row. They are Congressman Van Buchanan, Chairman, House Democracy. From Florida and Head of Delegation, Congresswoman Gwen Moore, Democrat from Wisconsin. Congresswoman Barbara Lee, Democrat from California. Congressman Dan Kildee, Democrat from Michigan. Congressman Darren LaHood, Republican from Illinois. Congressman Neil Dunn, Republican from Florida. Congressman Jody Arrington, Republican from Texas. Congressman Drew Ferguson, Republican from Georgia. Honorable members, the delegation is accompanied by 4 congressional staff and staff from the United States Embassy in Nairobi, who are seated in the Speaker's Gallery. The delegation
in your parliament. Is that what is democracy? Can you go to America and do the same thing to them? They are dictating for you as to how you should run your country, and you calling it democracy. Then those in the Sahel, because you are in Kenya, America is dictating everything for you to do. Is that not dictatorship? Britain is dictating everything for you, even for you to choose a leader. They have to dictate for you who should lead you. Is that not dictatorship? So all this illusion of democracy, we reject it today. We, this generation of Africans, we reject it today, because that democracy for the past 60 years we've been practicing it, it never give us the dignity that we deserve as children of Africa. I thank you very much for coming around. As I said, please, if you appreciate what we are doing, don't hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on Facebook. And those of you who decide to leave purposely because we pour libation, it is up to you. We are Africans, and no matter what we do, we can never run away from ourselves. I thank you very much for coming around.